RENEBOXYOUNG, what is going on? Um, so this is I just want to get right to this one. Carlos Adames, or however you pronounce his last name. I think he's a middleweight man. He's tweeting this stuff out here, and I'm just going to go ahead and read it. He says, "People have been sending me a negative comments, but I don't give a whoa about them. You know, we keep it clean here, right? I'm focused on my work, and I don't need anybody to believe in me. If y'all don't want to watch my fight, then don't watch it. But you will see the news and press. I have heard, quote, big champions, unquote." And then he continues, man. He's going on a rant here. "Inspiring because I am a big 160. I beat Daryumchenko, who put Triple G and Munguia in bad condition. I also beat." Okay, so yeah, he's trying, convincing people, or trying to convince people, right? And on the bottom, he says, "I'll fight anyone y'all want. Just give me a name and a contract, and I'll sign it right away. I won't run like Jermell. I have more merit than a lot of Canelo's opponents. I won't run." That is the last thing I will say about this. So people are speculating out there in the virtual boxing world, media, what have you, fans. They're saying that Carlos Adames is possibly next for Canelo. What do I think about this? I really don't know at the moment, because we all want to see Canelo versus the winner between, at least I do. I'm just gonna speak for myself. Between the winner between Benavidez and Andrade, if that's the case, that it's official or whatever. I mean, so that's what I want to see. 2024, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo weekend, whatever day that falls, or that week, right? Typically those are the days that Canelo fights, the weeks or whatever, unless he wants to fight in December or something. I don't know, but I doubt it. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not really excited about this. Now, this is the thing about it. That if this happens, how will the pay-per-view numbers go? I mean, because most likely it's going to be on pay-per-view. I mean, we got to, think about that. It's most likely going to be on pay-per-view. There's a lot of criticism out there, and it's like both sides, right? A lot of people saying that the pay-per-view, and I don't do the pay-per-view talk, but it's something to mention though. It's important to mention here, because Carlos Adames, this guy, all due respect, a lot of people don't really know this guy, man. And at 160, generally speaking, the fighters at 160 are not making noise, whether you're a champ or not. The only one is Jermall Charlo, but he's been out of the mix two years, or however long he's been out of the ring, and before that, everybody knows why he's been making noise. Obviously, he's a champ, all due respect, you know what I'm saying? But because of how he is, his personality, whatever. But generally speaking, 160 middleweight fighters, they're not making noise at all, man. I mean, and I say with all due respect, man. There's not really any, legacy, accomplishments going on there in that division, and I say it with all due respect. So Carlos Adames, a lot of people don't even know this guy, man, So that's the thing. Getting back to that, Canelo, he sold what? Approximately 700,000, right? 700,000 pay-per-view in his event, on the event of, fighting Jermell Charlo. Some people said that's amazing, that's fantastic, wow, glorious. And other people are like, well, Canelo, the name he carries, and getting that many, pay-per-view sales or whatever, buys, it's not that good, because it's Canelo, quote unquote, face of boxing or whatever. I really don't get into that face of boxing talk, but I really don't care. But the fact of the matter is this. I mean, it's something to contemplate, that if Canelo fights this guy, Carlos, next, I don't know if them pay-per-view sales are going to be very good, man. Pay-per-view buys. And there has been speculation out there, according to ESPN or whatever, that the arena or whatever venue they fought at, what I'm saying, Jermell Charlo and Canelo wasn't packed, it wasn't filled or whatever, and that there were seats that were, tickets were, people were dropping out of the ticket sales or whatever last minute of the fight, whatever. But that's my thing on it. Like, this fight, man, if Carlos Adames fights Canelo, and congratulations to Carlos if he's getting this opportunity, but I don't know, man. Canelo might get criticized a lot. He might get criticized a whole lot, because, this guy's a 160 pounder, and then moving up to fight Canelo, it's like, again, really? You're going to fight another guy who's, I don't know, man. I'm not saying I'm going to criticize him. Most likely I will watch the fight, because I love watching boxing, what I'm saying? I love watching fights, regardless of, many times of who they are, who the fighters are and stuff. But my thing is that I would rather see, Canelo fight And then there's going to be people I know that are going to come to Canelo's rescue and say like, well, he's fighting the best all the time, so just let him go. You know, let him be, let him fight a warm up gig, because a lot of these fighters do it anyway. So I get it, I get that. I'm not saying I don't, you know. So I get it, man, I get it. So if you know, if Canelo chooses to fight this guy, if that's the case, because it looks like Carlos right here in all these tweets, man, it looks kind of, he's kind of implying that, you know. So if that's the case, well, I guess it is what it is, right? But there's probably going to be a lot of criticism on Canelo, man. You know, I mean, he gets criticized a lot anyway. That's the thing about it. You got to understand, you know, when you're on the top, you're going to get criticized a lot. You know, they criticized Floyd Mayweather left and right when he was fighting, left and right, all over the place. Tank Davis, he's getting criticized all over the place. You know what I'm saying? From all over the place too. I mean, because he's supposedly on the top. Yeah, he's up there. He's up there, obviously, but because of the opponents and blah blah blah, right? So you know, if this fight happens, I think he will get criticized a whole lot, man. But hey, I hope he does fight 2024, because you know, like I said before, you can't fight everyone in a day and in one couple months, right? So you can't fight everyone at the same time. So I understand Canelo's viewpoint and his perspective. Maybe he does have planned, because supposedly that 3-fight deal, if this happens, this probably will be like this. He fights Carlos Adames, gets him out the way, right? If he wins, then it'll probably be Jermall Charlo for that 3-fight PBC deal, whatever people are saying. So, you know, most likely, I'm assuming, I'm no expert in this stuff as far as predicting, but maybe it will be Jermall Charlo to end that 3-fight deal. I'm assuming. Who knows Benavidez, man? I really don't know, because we don't know if he'll get past Andrade. I think he will, but we'll see, right? So what do you guys think about this, man? If this is the case, nothing is official, obviously, but people are speculating this because of what Carlos Adames is posting out here on social media. So we'll see, man. We'll see. I kind of hope it isn't, but it is what it is, right? If that's the case. Go ahead and comment section. ReneBoxYoung, peace.